Yo, what up, boys? Welcome to episode 2 of my Hypixel Skyblock Ironman. If you couldn't already tell, I decided to drop the voice changer because, it just made my video sound unprofessional. So yeah, this is my voice. I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So I believe that last episode ended in the Dwarven Mines, and I don't think I did a whole lot in last episode. So today I decided that it would be best to complete my dailies and start the Bendham quest and do Fetcher and Puzzler. So I believed in order to do all that, I would most likely need a pickaxe, and eventually I decided on the Fractured Mithril pickaxe because it's very cheap, and honestly the stats aren't that much worse than the other ones. So yeah, after buying the pickaxe, I decided to go ahead and start the Bendham quest. Now, if you don't know who Bendham is, he is basically an NPC that if you talk to him for 3 consecutive days, he will lead you to treasure. And the treasure turns out to be very good. So now I decided to start the Fetcher quest because he gives you 1,000 free mithril powder. And that's just too good to pass up. And I also decided to start the Puzzler quest, who also gives you 1,000 free mithril powder. So yeah, I completed the Fetcher quest, and now I decided to start working on my dailies because the Gone with a Wind event was active, which just gives you a huge boost to mining speed. So I completed my first daily, and so after completing my first daily commission, I decided to go ahead and do another one, which was mine titanium, and that one was pretty easy, so I decided to go ahead and do another one. Now, at this point, I decided it would be best to upgrade my armor, and I decided that the next best thing would be glacier armor, as this armor provides very high defense and it also grants mining speed. And as you can see, I got very lucky and immediately dropped a helmet. So now I decided to go ahead and continue the Bendham quest, as it is now the next day, and I also decided to collect a commission that I had done the previous day because I get the daily bonus. And here I'm seeing crafting a redstone minion because my minion setup previously had been very bad, and I just kind of wanted to improve that. So now I'm going on a little talisman hunt because my damage is very bad right now, and I want to get that up. So I crafted the farming talisman and the speed talisman, and then I decided to go talk to Guildford, who, if you don't know who Guildford is, he's an NPC that allows you to do races in the dungeon hub, and eventually, if you complete enough, he will reward you with an epic talisman. So yeah, I did the first one, which was nothing at all because really I don't have anything to help me, like an AOTE or Ender Pearls. And then I decided to do the no abilities race because, yeah, again, I don't have anything. So as you could probably tell, I've been switching between cuts and time lapses. And personally, I like time lapses better because it allows me to get more personable with you guys and basically just tell you guys stuff about me. So eventually I completed the no abilities one, and I was rewarded with the Lynx talisman, So after completing my talisman hunt, I decided to head to the Dwarven Mines, and there was actually a raffle event going on which I needed to compete in for a commission. And unfortunately I didn't win, but honestly I didn't really care because I was only doing it for the commission. So after this, I decided to finish the Bendham quest, and I went ahead and got the treasure, which was way better than I thought. I had previously thought it was just like not very good. So I decided to go ahead and craft an experimentation table, and as you can probably see, while I was doing so, the game just crashed. So I decided that I'd go ahead and play some Dropper because I'm like, okay, Hypixel Skyblock, if you don't want me to play, I'll play Dropper. And I only played one game because that was pretty awful, honestly, and then I just sat AFK. But eventually it was back, and I placed my experimentation table down. Now I decided to do the super pairs thing, and I didn't really get much, honestly. So after doing my experiments, I decided to start some Slayers, and I chose Zombie Slayer because, it's pretty much the only thing you can do. And after doing Revenant Horror 1, it was pretty easy, so I decided to do Revenant Horror 2. Now I put this on a time lapse so I could just tell you guys a little bit about myself. So first things first, I am in high school, so I'm a student. That's sweet. And also I'm on the high school hockey team. And hockey is basically the only sport that I do that I really enjoy and I really try it in. Now I'm not any all-star athlete, but I'm on varsity, and yeah. So another thing I like to do, surprisingly, I know, I like to play Minecraft. I know you guys are like, dude, that's so sweet, right? Yeah, no, I like to play Minecraft a little bit. I do Minecraft here and there, and I also enjoy drawing. Now I started drawing like 9 years ago, and I'm okay at it, but yeah, I like drawing. So that's a little bit about me. So as you can see by the way this fight is going, I'm not ready to do it, so I'm just like, I'm getting at it. Alright, so after that awful attempt on Slayers, I decided to go ahead and do some forging because, it's at this point, it's pretty much untouched on this profile, and it would help me to get some talismans that if I didn't do now, I would need to get them later on. So first thing I do is I head to the Dark Thicket and talk to Ryan, who basically tells you to do this Trial of Fire, and in return, he'll give you a talisman. So it's actually pretty good. So now I decided to go talk to Melody, who is basically she gives you like Geometry Dash levels, and if you complete them, you get a talisman at the very end. And honestly, the first like 7 aren't really bad, but as you'll see, once I get to Minuet, I can't do it because I have pretty awful ping, and it's just really hard because like the notes just weren't registering for me. So yeah. So as you can see here, this is the first time I did Minuet, and as you can clearly see, it is not going too well. And I thought, like, in a couple of tries, I'm sure I'll get it down, right? No, like couple thousand tries later, I've had enough, and I just rage quit the game. So it's pretty. So after I was done with the harp, I decided to go and mine some lapis so I could put down some more minions. Now, I also decided to mine some emeralds so I can put down some emerald minions because I needed to increase my minion slots, and I thought the best way to do that was run multiple different minions and just upgrade them as I collect the resources. So yeah. So at this point, I wanted to increase my damage as I had been lacking recently, and I wanted to do Revenant Horror 2, and to do that, I would need to get more damage most likely. So I thought the best way to do this would be to obtain the Raider Axe, and this is honestly a very good axe for the price, at least on Ironman, and I had enough money to get it, so I decided why not. Now, the reason I'm fishing here is because a crucial item in order to obtain the axe is a fish hat, which requires 20 fish collection, so that's why I'm fishing. Now, you may be thinking, well, how are you going to get a magical water bucket? And I thought this too. So I decided that I would get someone else to place it for me because this axe would be a very crucial part of progression. And I decided that it wouldn't be that big of a deal to get someone to place it for me. So that's what I did. I know it's kind of contraband, but I kind of had to do it since the next winter festival wouldn't be for around 8 days. So after I finally got enough fish to craft the fish hat, I got my friend in the party and we headed over to the park, and that's where the Viking is located. Now, if you don't know how this works, You basically put a magical water bucket on his fireplace, and you put a fish in his furnace. Now you do this so the guy can be reminded of the sea, because he loves the sea apparently, and that's the only way he'll open up his shop. So we did that. And also another part of this is you take your fish hat, and it has an ability where if you press shift, it'll create a splash of water basically. And yeah, once you do all that, he'll open up his shop and you're able to purchase the Raider X, which is what I did. Alright, boys. I think that's gonna be it for this episode. We did a lot today, I'd say. We got the Raider X, which is a very good weapon, and it'll probably be with us for a while. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great rest of your days. And yeah, see you later.